Hi and welcome to episode 37 of the Arya Bark Podcast. My name's Caroline.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're coming to you today from our home in Fife in Scotland. If you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It's great to have you here.
Yes, it is. It is.
Are you done?
Here.
For goodness sake. You can find detailed show notes on the Arya Bark website, which is aryabark.co.uk. You can find me on Ravelry as either Arya Bark or my personal account, which is Saltra.
I am Plumberboy21.
We have a Ravelry group, which is Arya Bark Podcast. It's not Arya Bark Designs. Changed it. Forgot to mention. And we have a private group on the website for anyone who would like to take part in make-alongs and chatter and other stuff. You can find that by going to the community tab, then groups. We'll ask you some details, make sure that you're a crafter, and then you just log in with the details that you requested. We have an Instagram page, which is Arya Bark Designs. We have a Facebook page, which is Arya Bark Designs, and we have a Ko-fi page, which is Arya Bark Designs.
We are currently running 2 make-alongs. The first make-along is the hashtag New Things Make-along 2021. Please stop making faces. This is hard enough. You must be a member of... my shoe got off. You must be a member of either the Ravelry group or the private group on the website for your entry to count. Physical prizes will be drawn quarterly. The next draw is on the 26th of September. Physical prizes for the FO thread. The winner for that will be drawn by random number generator. Then Mr. Bark and myself, which is an entry each month from the chatter thread, and the winner will receive a pattern of their choice up to the value of £10. Whips are allowed and multiple dipping is encouraged. Enter as many projects as you like if you can show how it's new to you. Examples include, but are not limited to, new technique, new yarn brand or colourway, stitch pattern or designer, new technique or construction. The second make-along is a hashtag ABD StashSmash 2021. You must be either a member of the Ravelry group or the private group on the website for your entry to count. Again, physical prizes will be drawn quarterly. The next draw is on the 26th of September. The physical prizes for that FO thread will be drawn by random by a number generator. Then Mr. Bark and myself, which is an entry each month from that chatter thread, and the winner will receive a pattern up to their choice of £10. Whips are allowed and multiple dipping is encouraged. If it can be measured in metres, then it can be entered. So knitting, crochet, chinezing, crochet, weaving, spinning and cross stitch if you can measure it in metres. Goals are at your own discretion. You can increase and decrease whenever you like. Each person entering will have one FO thread post that all projects will be logged in.
Make sure when you're putting your entries into the FO thread that you also stick them in the chatter thread. That way we can all comment on how great it is. Well, everybody bar him. Also, next week will be the end of August. So make sure that all your entries are in by Friday. Yes, because we'll record on Saturday. Is there anything else? No, I think that is it. This week we have coming in a giveaway announcement, StashSmash and whips. In this week's podcast there is a lot of knitting with a tiny bit of crochet, and timestamps for each section can be found in the description box below.
So, again, this will mostly be every week now until this blanket's done. I've had more Surdar Alpine which is a chunky and the...
Why don't you show it?
Because they've already seen it. I don't want to just keep showing the same thing. Oh no, it's violet. Oh, I thought this one was connected. So again, another Sardar Alpine. It is shade number, there it is, 412, which is Wolf. It is a super chunky. It's 100% polyester. You get roughly 33 meters and 50 grams. I'm going to need so much. I brought in 11 balls, which is roughly 363 meters and 550 grams. And I'm not even halfway done my blanket. But I've done it now, I've started it now, so it's getting finished, and I like it.
Yes.
That's just me.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Second one.
The next one I got is a nice wee present from my mummy. Just so she keeps driving me to my work. We have, it is, where is it? There it is. Opal, and it is, what would you call that bit?
Naughty Friends.
Opal Naughty Friends. And the shade number is 9760, which is Rascal. It is a 4 ply, which is, and it has, oh my god, this isn't working well. It is a 75% wool, 25% nylon. It is roughly 425 meters and 100 grams. Don't put that up to your face. It's got wool. You're allergic.
No, it should be alright. It's
You go such kitchen and go, oh, it's itchy now.
Yes, I am.
And again, I've said that. So that is me. Are you happy with it?
Yes, I am. Thank
Stop
you.
putting it on your face.
Thank you. No, I'm alright with sock wheel on my face.
There you go, keep driving me to my work.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
If I supply the wool.
Thank you, Andrew. It is very much appreciated. Although the ladies on Zoom would like to know, is that a nudge that you want me to knit your socks?
No, because I want to knit my own ones. So will you please check the gauge of my sock?
Oh, you never gave me it back.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, I've lost it. Right, here's the thing. I may have fallen off the no-buy bus. Didn't so much skin my knees, more skint my bank account.
At least you didn't get run over by the bus. So.
Oh no. Bearing in mind, there's a couple of things on here that we should have had to show, but DPD said it was coming on Monday. We went out yesterday, the lovely Mr. Bark and myself, and we were halfway along the dual carriageway when I got a message on my phone saying, oh, the driver's half an hour away, and I was like, well, didn't know you were coming. So I made the stupid mistake of asking them. The shop along the road is a DPD drop-off point. So I thought, right, I'll get the driver to drop it off there. When we come back, I'll nip into the shop, pick it up, everything will be fine. So changed it to that. And I'd meant to check to see if it had been dropped off yet. And it's like, your parcel will be delivered to that shop on Monday.
Next Monday.
Monday coming. Tomorrow.
She would have just been better getting them to deliver it then.
Well, unbeknownst to me, Ryan's expecting something for DPD. Had I known that, I would have got him to deliver it tomorrow. That wasn't even an option.
Because they tend to just deliver it the next day once they put the card through.
But this came with my first purchase came from Royal Mail. This was the start of me falling off the bus. And I thought to myself, well, I'm off the bus, I may as well continue buying. And I did. So, I have purchased, there should have been 5. I have lost 2. Don't know where they are. I bought 2 of the Ficalana Arwetta Classic. This is colour number 102, which is black. I have 2 of them. Can't find the other one. The next one is colour number 198, which is tangerine. They are going to be socks for Mr. Ryan. This is colour number 234, which is grey. This and another, what was it called? I'll leave a bit up here. It's an Attic Spin Dye colourway that I bought, and it's bright. I am planning on making, I think they're called stained glass socks. I'll stick a picture in, but I'm doing it like full length socks because I don't like shorty socks. So that is for that. The last colour I'll stick a picture in is colour number 252, which I am pretty sure that C is a misspelling and it should be S, because this thing is bright orange. So I'm pretty sure it should have been called shock orange as opposed to chalk orange. They are 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It is a 4-ply. You get 210 metres and 50 grams. I added a lot. These alone, because that's all I've counted, these alone are about 1,475 metres. Oops. Now, the next purchase has been purchased by Mr. Bark because he's awesome. I love Mr. Bark. It is a crochet shawl kit and it's called Hotel of Bees. I'll stick a picture in. Now, this comes with 7 balls of, I've been practicing this all day, had it done pat, cannot pronounce it now.
Skeep cheese stone.
No, it's no.
But it's SCH.
I'll stick. It is Stonewash. You get 3 balls of shade 0809, which is yellow jasper. You get 3 balls of shade 801, which is moonstone, and you get 1 ball of 814 crystal quartz. This kit didn't come with a pattern. The pattern will need to purchase separately. The next very kind gift Mr. Bark bought was a special stripy blanket in the colourway Sea Breeze colour. That is, with that kit you get 7 balls of Stylecraft Special Chunky. You get a ball of shade number, these are all a ball each, and it's shade number 1203, which is silver, 1062, which is teal, 1829, which is empire, 1422, which is aspen, 1722, which is storm blue, 1302, which is denim, and 1712, which is lime. Again, that didn't come with a pattern, you need to buy the pattern separately. Now, we have a giveaway announcement. We are very, very, very close to 100 subscribers. So Mr. Bark has kindly, as a giveaway, bought both of those kits to give away as a prize. when we hit 100 subscribers. Now, we don't know when that's going to happen. So, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And hopefully very soon we will give the details on how to enter. Now, I'm thinking I might just do it on YouTube.
Now that is how we count subscribers.
So, I think what we'll probably do is we'll just leave a comment. Actually, we'll do it for today, and then once we hit 100 subscribers, we'll start drawing it. So, if you would like to win one of those 2 kits, let me know, and also tell me which kit you would prefer, because there's a knit kit and there's a crochet kit, because not everybody knits and not everybody crochets. I think what we're going to do, also, if you could let us know whether you're happy to accept a Ravelry pattern, or I may have to come up with another way of getting the pattern to you, because I don't know how you would do it through the warehouse. So we will cross that bridge when we get to it.
Or get closer to it. There's no much point saying we'll get it when we cross it, because it's supposed to be a 100 subscriber giveaway. So when we get closer,
our lovely viewers are lovely, and they will tell all their friends to watch the podcast.
Yes, but you need to do it when we're like at 85 or 90, not like at 100. Try to figure out how to do the giveaway.
No, I will figure out how to do the giveaway on YouTube before we do the giveaway on YouTube. The problem is, I don't know how you get subscribers whose profiles are in the public, because they don't show up. Which means right now there is not a lot, but about a quarter of your subscribers don't show up on my subscriber list, which would automatically rule them out. Just saying. So that is all. Well, technically no, that's a lie, because when they were being purchased, I may or may not have accidentally clicked one of them twice and didn't notice when I paid for them.
You mean when Ryan paid for them?
No, Ryan transferred me the money, so I paid for them. But he transferred me the money, so I paid for them. Well, technically, legally we both paid for them, because he transferred me the money to then go on and pay for it, because it was done on my account. Stop distracting me. So, I kind of bought 2. So, now, what I haven't included in the coming in is the high cables and accessories that I bought, or the books that I bought for the Kindle.
You bought books for... You went to the library and got books, and then you went on the Kindle and bought books?
Yes.
We need to find like an AA meeting, but for your buying on knitting
I'll
stuff.
tell you something, that doesn't even include the patterns I've been buying.
Right, I'm going to look on and see if there's an AA.
I think I might need to set up an AA for Ravelry patterns.
Yes, because it's not saying that buying them isn't good, but not when you're sitting. How many do you have on your hard drive, Mum?
2,659.
So you're immortal, so you can knit all those. That's a lot of patterns.
I bought a pattern. I literally bought a pattern, paid for it. After I paid for it, I was like, I actually don't like that.
Can you not
No,
they're not refundable.
I downloaded it. I was like, I don't think I'll ever make that.
What was it?
Can't remember.
Oh, if you find it, I might see if I'll make it. That way it's getting a use. What?
Andrew, you've knit nothing but blankets for months.
Because you won't gauge that sock.
Don't even go there.
What do you mean? What? You've had the sock. You've had the sock.
I don't know where that... See, that's me dancing on your grave.
That's not twice you've lost my sock. My half sock.
I genuinely do not know what I've done with that.
I'll check to see if you put it back in my room, but I don't think you did.
I know I put it back in your room.
And then
I don't know how you can drink that. That is vile.
Because I like bitter lemon.
I don't. That is no Fanta lemon, by the way.
Well, of course it won't be fun.
I'm going to cut out the rustling here because I need to find his sock because I don't know where it is.
Unless you chucked it back in my room without gauging it, then you should have it. I had my part there.
And the totals are right, I double checked it twice. As you will be aware, this year I am hoping to craft 26,000 metres out of my stash. So far I have completed 17,539.53 metres.
Woo!
However, as of the beginning of this week, I had already brought in 31,131 metres. And I've brought in 1,475 metres so far this week, because I still have the stripy blanket to add on, which I refuse to add on because technically I don't have that. Somewhere. Which brings my total this week to 32,606 metres.
It's a lot.
Yes. Lots and lots and lots. I'm still 8,460.7, no 7 anything, it's 47 metres to go. I'm not going to do the how much I've crocheted, knit, spun or wove, because let's face it, I've not had anything going out and nothing has changed apart from me bringing more stuff in that I've reached. I'm going to lock myself on the bus again. Maybe.
My goal was 5,000 metres. My previous outgoing that I managed to knock out was 1,813.38 metres. I've used nothing, so therefore the total
Well,
is the
technically you have, but you can't count it until it's finished.
The previous incoming was 5,576.6 metres. I've added 363 metres, which brings my total to 5,940.6 metres. So to target, I'm a big sigh, 3,186.62 metres. Because the thing is, the blanket won't be stashed because I'm bringing that in and putting it out, so that won't really change.
No, well.
Not as much though. So I need to start knitting my stash.
The thing is, bearing in mind, some of that you've brought in, you've already knit.
Yeah. But no, I'm talking about my totes go up, but they'll only ever come. They won't.
You'll no notice it coming down until you finish that blanket.
You knit with stuff really lean and get it out and just go, go, go.
Yes. When was it? I think it last Sunday. I got annoyed with all my projects and I thought, I really need to start knitting. Actually, it's not even knitting. I need to start crafting blankets for the SSPCA again. So, I went stash diving. Well, first of all, I went looking for patterns and I seen one and I was like, oh. So I started it. Now, all I've done, I literally have negative progress this week. I have no progress at all. Well, this is technically progress, but no as much as what was in it. This. Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, yeah.
Pop the stitcher. This is the Continuous Crochet baby blanket. I'm not making a baby blanket, I'm making it as a pet blanket. And it's by Deirdre Uist. Obviously there'll be details up there. From Look What I Made.
That's a blanket.
Yeah, on the internet. Will you shush?
Didn't get it though.
You really... What?
You said, look what I made. I was like, oh, it's a blanket. And you're like, aye. I'm getting the reactions I'm wanting.
I'm actually going to thump you. You've made me lose my train of thought. Give me it back.
You're there.
I am making absolutely no modifications at all. This is amazing. I love this pattern. There is absolutely zero thinking involved at all. It uses UK treble crochets, and you literally go round and round and round in a massive spiral. You see, I was going to say the most difficult part of it is the magic circle that you do in the middle, but I have done so many magic circles that I literally read it in the pattern. I was like, that's fine, that's it, done. And you start, wait a minute, I need to find, you start here and you literally go round and round and round, and you just keep going until you run out of yarn, you get bored, or alternatively you actually hit a size that you like. Now, I am needing to look in my book. I'm going to say somewhere between 30 and 40 inches is what width I'm going to go for. Actually no, I won't. I'll need to check what size the SSPCA want for blankets, and then I'll be able to tell what ones, because I know they'll obviously they use blankets for cats and dogs, and I've seen something else. I might ask the wildlife centre for you, they want me to make them some of them because they look awesome for me baby. But I'm all over the place.
Yep.
This is using, I don't have a ball band. Actually, none of these have ball bands. I don't know at what point I took them all off. But I am using Pound Stretcher Colour Blend. It is shade number Z894, which is black, grey and white. It is 100% acrylic. You get 250 metres in 150 grams. I am using a 5mm crochet hook. Now this is one that I got out of Aldi's. It's alright, it works. The pattern is here on Ravelry. I will link it in the show notes. And there is also a YouTube tutorial for it as well. I literally watched the YouTube tutorial for all of 2 minutes. Seen how they've done it, I went, that's great, bye. Now, I'm going to pause here a second because there's rustling. I bought this yarn is all of that. Now, they were all bought at the same time. I had a bit of a rant to Jane. Was it Jane? Yes, it was Jane. From Mouse Knits and Crafts on sometime during the week. I bought these all at the same time. They're all packaged the same way. Fine. I started off, as you can see, it's an Arden. It was fine. I finished a ball. Well, I had 2 wee nuggets left, so I finished them off first. Then I grabbed my biggest one. I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll do the biggest one first and then I'll gradually come down. I joined it on and I thought, that's a bit thin. It is really, really thin. Now wrap this one. Now can you see? They are seriously not the same wool at all. So, as you can see, this is how much. It's quite thick. I had to rip out. So I thought, maybe it's going to get thicker. It'll maybe get thicker. And I kept going. I was like, this isn't getting thicker. That's the same all the way through. So, snipped it off. Mr. Bark very kindly helped me wind it all back. And I've added in, I'm literally just picking out ones that are all this. Because I know it's a charity blanket, but at the end of the day, you do not want to be sending them crap. And that was virginal crap. Obviously, it looked, you could tell. Obviously, this is quite thick fabric. More so for coming into winter. This is quite thick. It is a bit stiff now because it's not been washed. But you could spit through that. And it was starting to jaunt off at an angle because you went for yarn down to what can only be
a bit bigger than sock wool.
This is either DK or it's a sport weight. And see, even at that, it's awfully thin to be a sport DK. But that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. I have not come up with a plan. Is that me? I said
Mm-hmm.
Saves a free pattern on Ravelry on YouTube. Yeah, I have not quite decided how many blankets I'm making or which blankets I'm making. There's a couple that I've got my eyes on that I thought I would really like that pattern. I'm going to do that and I'm going to give it to little animals because I need more blankets like a hole in the head. Look, I'm on my face.
It's acrylic.
This can be washed and it can be tumble dried, which they kind of like, or it can be kept and it can go away with little animals once they get adopted.
Mostly by you.
Shut your face. I am not adopting any more animals. So shush.
Crow one.
So that, I'm going to stick that there because I've lost it earlier on and I had to go hunting behind cushions. So that's my first one. Now it's on to you.
My only whip is the slightly bigger than last time, but not quite as big.
Not for the one to asking them to start projects.
Don't make me bring it up again. Gauge my sock. It's for once.
How about you gauge your own sock?
I don't know how to gauge.
Well, you should have been listening to me then, shouldn't you have? That is massive.
No, it's not massive. You will be able to now see the proper size of it because we do have it on a
60-inch cord.
62-inch cord. So
how?
That's it, full length.
No, because there's gathering there.
Aye, but don't want to ungather it too much, so it's a bit there. It's quite big. We are holding our arms out a bit, and it's how we should do the podcast. Just floating heads. Woo! I've put on. I don't know where I finished. I think I was about here, maybe. I need to put a stitch marker.
See if you do it that way.
But there.
This is where Andrew was last week. Because
he forgot to count and he added on 4 or 5?
5 stitches.
5 stitches. So there's a wee bump in my blanket. This side's fine. This side's not got a bump. That bit there is actually just where I've added on another ball. So it's coming along. I don't know if he's last time, but there is a hole in my blanket somewhere. There it is. There's a hole.
You probably dropped a stitch.
No, that's where I dropped my stitch and it laddered. And you fixed it.
That's not been fixed. Keep talking.
Okay.
Talking while I fix.
So, I'm changing the name of it because it's called Alpine Plush Blanket. So this is my fluff blanket. The pattern, which is the Alpine Plush Blanket from Sardar, which is pattern number 10118.
Oh, you remembered this week?
I'm pretty sure that's like a number or the end of a number to some TV ad for like flooring or blind or something.
For Florida blinds?
Flooring or blinds.
Is this the front or the back?
Not a clue. I can't remember what says which. And it's same on,
scissors?
and it's the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter. The modifications I've made is not following the pattern at all. I cast on 130 stitches instead of the pattern recommended one because that was tiny.
It is loosely. Is it? Even
no,
loosely.
No.
Actually, I think next week, if this is still going, we're going to take out that it's the Alpine Plush
I've
Plush
already
blanket.
renamed it my fluff
Because
blanket.
let's face it, it's no. Because it's no the same number of stitches. It's not even the same stitch pattern. So
this is my fluff blanket using Sardar Alpine wool. So it is using the Sardar Alpine Chunky shade number 413, which is wool. Again, 100% polyester, 33 meters, roughly 100 grams. The pattern's not on Ravelry.
Because he's just made it up.
I'm using.
Well, technically you didn't make it up
it.
because you're just following what Steve Faye Dramatic Knits done.
So I'm following him. I am a sheeple. It is using a 10mm higher steel, and I am just garter stitching it. Am I got that right? I got the same as last week. I'm on a roll. Just knitting front, knitting till the end of time.
Until the warehouse go, dude, step away from the fluffy wool.
I'll order them out of it. So that is me.
Sorry, I was playing.
Oh, I know what I need for this. Bigger stitch markers that fit on these needles, so I can stitch marker every 10 stitches. It makes counting easier. So I need to figure out if there's stitch markers that fit 10 mils. I just need something like, you know, the wee hooky ones. I just need something to mark the place.
Well, in that case, I have... I don't have a stitch marker a minute ago.
Aye, but that doesn't fit. The one you had doesn't fit. I tried because I've got them.
Oh no, I put it in that. No, not that one. No, the bulb markers. I've got big plastic ones.
I'll take... Do they clip on though?
Yes.
Then I'll take them, please.
I don't know. They'll slide out of that, but you would have to watch when you're... I don't know if it would slide out of this bit.
Or... No, because I was going to say to just mark them as I go, but that wouldn't... Oh, okay.
I'll check, because I've got that box Ryan got me that's got
So,
all that in.
Yeah, it's just an easier way to count, because I like everything being easy. Release the blanket, you're not getting it, make your eating. So that is me. Oh, update, we have a bag for it.
This is going to end in a whinge because I wouldn't make him a bag. He wanted me to make him a project bag for his blanket.
No. People on the podcast will know, because I'm sure it was said on the podcast, that I was like, I need to get a blanket. Oh, you cut it out, aye.
I may or may not have cut it out.
But she says, because I was like, I need to because I didn't have it in a bag, because I was just keeping it actually on my pillows. And I was like, I'll need to get a bag for it or find a bag. And my mum was like, well, we need to gauge your sock anyway, so, or we need to do something anyway. So tomorrow...
People with a bad memory should not be reciting what happened, because what actually happened was, I said to him, if you're up early tomorrow, we can make one.
Yes.
You weren't up early. 1:30 is not early.
It's not about that. When I says, can you make me that project bag, what would you reply?
I can't be bothered.
No, I don't have the material for it.
Possibly.
She doesn't have any fabric.
I forgot that the fabric was brought down. But as Mandy and I were discussing, how long are you going to have that project bag for?
Till I get
Are you planning on making another big massive blanket? Realistically, are you planning on making another big massive blanket?
I want to be sadistic, and I want to try making the habitation throw out of Sardar.
No.
Why?
Out of that fluffy stuff?
Mm-hmm.
No. Because you're not going to be able to see the eyelets. That's going to be a nightmare.
But you'd see like...
You wouldn't be able to count your rows.
I count them in my head and I count them as I go.
No.
Meanie.
No.
Meanie. That is me.
My first project. So, would you like to hold?
No,
I will apologise because this is, again, battered in Arya hair.
I don't particularly want to hold, but okay.
This is the Slipstravaganza blanket by Stephen West. I am now on the bubble stitch. I was down here. I had done where had I got to? I had got to the last row here and had to rip it all out because I made a mistake. So I have redid this part. I am now here. It took me 3 days to rip this out. Again, negative progress. Modifications, I'm not making any. This is a paid for pattern on Ravelry, and you can also purchase it from Stephen's Gumroad account store thing. I am using the purple is Robin Double Knit, shade 17 in purple. The silver is Pound Stretchers Glitz and Glam Double Knitting. It is shade number 18. It is all sparkly. And the next what it is, the Robin's 100% acrylic, you get 300 metres and 100 grams. The Glitz and Glam is 97% acrylic, 3% lurex. You get 296 metres and 200 grams. I need to move pages. The blue is So Crafty Double Knit. It is shade Aqua. That's 100% acrylic. You get 300 metres and 100 grams. And the cream, does that cream show up anywhere else? It does. The cream, this is, I'm so professional. So Crafty Double Knit Yarn in cream. It is, where's the back? Oh, for goodness sake, that's tiny. You get 300 metres and 100 grams, and it's 100% acrylic. This is me. I'm just going to keep working on this until the end of time. I am using a 4mm high sharp. I currently have two 60-inch cables connected to this, so it at least lies nearly flat. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit of a, I wouldn't even say it's a bit of a slog. It is actually good for when you're just sitting watching the TV. Obviously on this section I've done the hard part, and now I'm just going round in circles for X amount of rows. How many rows have I go? 2, 4. I've got another 2 rows to go, and then I start on the next colour. So that section will take me a wee while because the first couple of rounds are a bit fiddly. Next. My next project is my, I've renamed these because I had them down as vanilla socks, and then I realised I have about 15,000 patterns all called vanilla socks. These are my vanilla Yarny Corner socks. This is using the sock pattern generator by Rachel Leggett. That is a free pattern generator. I'll leave links in the show notes. I'm making no modifications at all. Obviously what you do is you put in your foot circumference, your foot length and your gauge, and that tells you what the measurements are for your sock. So I just do that. The only thing I do, you get the choice between doing a heel flap and gusset. You get a choice between doing it toe up and cuff down. I chose toe up with the short row heel, but I don't use the short row heel that the pattern, the recipe gives you. I use a shadow stitch heel. This is where I was last week. This is how much I have done. as I said, only because I spent 3 days ripping that out, and then the crochet blanket, I literally couldn't look at it without starting it. So my plan is to get these finished. This is from this lovely yarn. Could you hold that up for me, please? Be a bit closer. This yarn is from My Yarny Corner. It is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it is in the colourway Vintage Tea Party. It is stunning.
I absolutely lost my mind.
Absolutely love this. I'll hold them up so you can see Alex's lovely dyeing. It's gorgeous.
Jealous of the speckles.
We are seriously jealous of the speckles. That is stunning. I am using a 2.25mm higher sharp. Again, it's a free pattern on Ravelry.
No.
I think that's it. And it is in my Naomi's favourite bag that I got from Heather for my birthday, and I love it, love it, love it. I am quickly jumping in to make you all complicit with my line to Andrew. Now, long-term viewers, and probably not that long-term because he whinges about it every week, will know that Andrew keeps moaning that I don't make him socks. Now, I am going to bribe Andrew to say that if he does Vlogmas this year with me, next year, for every week he does Vlogmas, I will make him a pair of socks. Now, what he won't know is that I've already started making the socks, which is why I'm here. So, in my John Arbon bag, I have cast on, not very much because what I cast on is the Ribby sock. Now, these are the Biohazard socks by Corinne Ada Designs. Now, here's the thing. This pattern used to be free on Ravelry. It's not. All of her designs have been taken off Ravelry. But I downloaded it. I've had it in my pattern stash for ages. Sorry about that, forgot the ball bands. So, the main colour is going to be this, which is Offy Bright, and it's the Arwetta, and it's shade 252. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to leave up there what they call it. I'm pretty sure that should be shock orange and no chalk orange. But that's the colour I'm using. And I'm also using the other ball of black. So, I've made them, muddled it up. These are both 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. You get 210 metres in 50 grams. At this precise moment in time, Mr. Bark has very kindly gone to pick up Andrew. Obviously when he's home, he'll be home every weekend when we normally record, which means while he's going to get Andrew, I'm going to be able to show you how much progress I've done on it. I will be working on these while Andrew is working, so he will have absolutely no clue that these are coming. Andrew doesn't like listening to himself on the podcast, and very kindly decided that he wasn't going to continue editing. He is never going to see this, so yous are all coming along with me to see if we can get, I think the original plan I had was every 5 days he does of Vlogmas, I will give him a pair of socks. So I need 5 pairs of socks. Is that right? Yes, it is. 525 divided by 5 is 5. And I used to be good at maths. So that's the first one. I haven't quite decided on the other ones. I think a few of them are going to be vanilla socks, but there is a pair of socks that I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to show them. They're of an adult nature, so I don't know whether for them I might need to put them on the website and not actually put it on YouTube, because I really don't want the video taken down. But that is my plan. Now back to the socks. I am doing these on a 2.5mm higher fixed circular. Fixed circular, no it's not, it's a 9-inch circular. I hate working cuff down with a burning passion. However, my only option would have been to somehow flip the chart or rechart it and work it toe up. Now, I know for a fact all that's going to happen is I'm going to muck it up and then I'm going to have to rip it back out. So I'm going to be a good girl and do what the pattern tells me and work it cuff down. The only other modification I'm planning on making, now it's got a German short row heel in it. I'm going to do the shadow stitch heel in these, only because I know they fit Andrew without any problem. So is there anything else? This will be the first time I do colour work in socks. I am not looking forward to it at all. Really not looking forward to it. This is going to be absolutely brilliant or a epic disaster. The pattern has you cast on 72 stitches. I don't know if these are going to be too wee for Andrew, because Andrew right now needs an 80 stitch sock. However, Andrew's socks are normally made on a 2.25, so I'm hoping that going up a needle size, now my gauge is really loose, so I'm kind of hoping that because my gauge is loose, that will mean that these should fit. Now, the other thing that I am planning on doing is doing a separate, sorry I'm knitting on these socks, doing a separate video, just myself, for Christmas knits. Now, I will insert the warning to Ryan now. If you see this video going on, do not click on it. You will ruin your Christmas. I will not be happy and I'll make you buy me lots and lots of wool. So, the other plan is I am going to tell Andrew that I don't want to knit him his jumper. No, his jumper, his cardigan. And that if he really wants a cardigan, he's going to have to either buy it. Actually, I won't. I'll tell him that if he's wanting that cardigan, he's going to have to make it himself. Now, I've already picked out the pattern. It's nothing like he asked for, and to be perfectly honest with you, I really don't care. He's still changing his mind every 2 minutes about what design he's wanting it and how thick the collar he's wanting it. So I've just picked one. It's a pattern that I've already got in my pattern library, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to save myself the hassle, because let's be honest, he'll probably still wear it anyway. So that is my plans. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it every week. No, scrap that. I will be doing it every week because I need to show you the progress of these socks. So I am quickly going to go. I am going to have a quick bite to eat before Andrew comes back. And he'll just think, oh look, my mum's been awfully nice to me since I've been working since 7 o'clock this morning. She set it up to record. So, I will see you with Andrew very shortly. Bye. Oh, that's quite short. Not real long. So, I've had a week, and not a very fun week. On Tuesday.
Don't know.
I think it was Tuesday. On Tuesday, it must have been Tuesday because you weren't working on Monday. On Tuesday, Andrew and I had nipped into Asda's and picked up tortilla chips and picked up some dip, and I was sitting on the couch munching away, and I broke my tooth. Not a happy job.
On your plate.
On my plate, I broke a tooth. Was not a happy chappy. So, phoned the dentist, and in a complete panic. The one that broke was this one here. Could not find the tooth, and I thought, I can't really tell them that I don't know where it is, so just tell them that I swallowed it. That was possibly a bad idea because they could have technically sent me for an x-ray and that wouldn't have been fun, but didn't take the bit in with me, and it's no sitting right. It makes my front tooth jut out too much. It is so unbelievably uncomfortable. So, plus the fact I can't eat meat in.
Oh, you said it fell out, eh?
What was I eating?
A roll.
I was eating a roll, and the entire plate literally fell out of my mouth. I cannot use the gluey stuff that holds them in, so I'm having to take them out. I am not a happy chappy. My last plate fitted perfect. I could get them in and out properly. There wasn't any problems. This one is a nightmare. For the first couple of days, I literally spoke like I was drunk. I had a weird whistle going on, eh?
Aye.
Stop laughing at me!
You seem like a boiling kettle. Sprinkler.
It's no fun. Every now and again I need to flip. It's loosened off a lot for what it had on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Wednesday?
I don't know.
Wednesday. I phoned on Tuesday. I eventually got through to them at 9:10 and had an appointment at 10:10 on the Tuesday. The plate got sent away. They done what they needed to do. Went on the Wednesday after picked up Andrew up for his work. Handed it over, paid for it. Went into the car, put it in, and it got stuck. Quite badly got stuck. So I literally had to run in. I don't know what had happened, but where the new tooth had been attached, I don't know whether they forgot to file it down or what happened, but my plate literally sat like that. So I had to run back in. I was like, it's stuck. and it doesn't fit, and there's something digging into my gum. She's like, oh, take a seat, we'll get the dentist to have a wee look. It was that stuck in, she literally had to push the other 2 teeth apart to pop it out. It wasn't fun. She did file it down, and I now have my plate back. I am going to have to speak to her about getting a new one, because the last plate, the teeth was properly aligned to give me straight-ish teeth. This one, that one's going, it's literally all over the place. But it does in the meantime. I know the dentist is exceptionally busy. And I got excellent service. I forgot to get the lovely girls on reception some sweeties.
I did try bribe them to get in though.
Yes. When we went in, she says it depends. If they can fix it, it'll be £26.
24, 25, 26,
£26. She says if they can't and they need to make you a new plate, she says it'll be £89. And I was like, okay, that's fine, that's no problem. And Andrew had phoned, and I happened to mention to him, and he's like, are you kidding me? Your plate's costing you £89. How much were you quoted for a plate?
£850, and that's just for probably the bare minimum amount of teeth. Probably a tooth. I think it's because they already have your mould on file.
They don't have, that's the thing, they didn't have my mould on file.
Yeah, well, I go to your dentist, but it will cost me £80 or 85.
Because I had said to the lassie, do you still have my mould? Because basically what should have happened was you get a plate for a certain amount of time, and well, in my case what had happened, I had went to a very dodgy dentist, and this dentist was changing from being an NHS dentist to a private dentist, and he wasn't allowing any more NHS patients on. And the NHS patients that he did have, he was doing unnecessary procedures. And to me, I'm no doctor, I'm no dentist. If a doctor or a dentist tells me to do something or says that I need something, I will actually listen to them. So we'd gone in, and he's like, oh no, this one needs a fill-in, this one needs a fill-in. I think at the time he filled literally all my molars, literally for the back to about here. Same on this side, and he'd done. Did he want it both ends? Can't remember if he'd done one at both ends, but I literally couldn't eat or drink for days. Never thought anything of it. I thought, I'm not going back to him. At that point, I had a really, really bad fear of dentists from then on. And what I didn't know at the time, when your tooth gets filled, the dentist will fill, even if they're right next to one another, they will fill them individually. What he done was he channeled basically the whole of my molars and done one continuous filling. The problem with that is, if that filling fails, not only are you going to have an entire section of teeth filled, it can actually damage the teeth. That's what happened with that. The filling failed, and it literally broke every single tooth. I went to the dentist, and it took me about 6 months to get all the treatment. Thankfully he's been struck off. deserved it. And it was at that point the dentist says, look, we're going to have to give you a plate. Now, obviously I have other medical things going on, which means my teeth aren't the strongest. Don't get me wrong, I hadn't seen my dentist in years, and I walked in and they were like, I was expecting her to say, you're going to need a lot of fillings and you're going to need a lot more work done, and she walked in and she was like, no, your teeth are fine. There is a tooth that's needing work done, but it's not bad enough to set anything off. I suffer from phantom tooth, which is a weird medical thing where my brain thinks that I am getting toothache from a tooth that is not there, hence why they won't perform any more treatment in case it triggers it off. It took a good long while for that to settle. I'd get a wee niggle every now and again where it's like, I want toothache. And I literally need to pop my plate out, rub my finger on my gums for my brain to go, there's no teeth there. You've no got toothache, you're fine. Hence why they're no, unless it's essential, they're no touching my teeth. I've used the plate. This is starting to annoy me.
What's that?
Because I look like I've got a buck tooth. Because it's starting
You've got a satin tooth. But we can't say it on the podcast. Ow. Ow. That hurt.
You're lucky it wasn't in your face.
Well, at least you've got a plate and a dentist.
Has your dentist ever came back?
Or know what a dentist that's clearly in a shady area that looks like they're about to steal my kidneys. And especially not a place where I'm going.
Would you like me to knock your front tooth out? Get an emergency appointment with them and then they'll take you on.
They won't.
They will.
They won't.
They will if I phone.
Well, can you phone them and be like, yo, can you...
I'll give them. I'm
if
needing to speak to them, so I'll speak to them
about getting me or putting my name forward.
and say to them, well, look, is there any chance? Because obviously he's been quoted £2,000.
Because it didn't annoy me as much to have a mask, but restrictions are easing a bit, and I just don't. I don't like it.
Speak to her and say, look.
And it just makes me look even weird because I've got beard, can't grow facial hair down there, mucked up moustache, and then I go, hey, hi there, guys. I just get that. Just walk about, like, chip a bit of like cup it or something, just stick it in. Super cool.
What else was there?
Nothing much.
Yeah, so I've not had a great week. Miss Bark goes for her operation on Friday.
I'm off Friday. So
Are you off on Friday? Bro, could you be able to take her? Mr. Bark is up in Aberdeen again on tonight.
I have a uniform.
Andrew has a uniform. Happy news for Andrew, he's got a uniform.
I look like I belong.
Is there anything else? No, I am going to stop spending. If it wasn't for the fact that I possibly could need to buy stuff, I would actually set my bank card up with Ryan, because that bank card took a hammering.
I tell you, just buy it for my work. It's going to a good cause. Fix that. Oh, my butt.
Is there anything else? I don't think so. Natter is Monday at 8 PM British Summer Time.
Yes.
And you'll make Natter this week.
I'll make both. I'll make both Natter because I'm off both days. She's
to be at the vet for 20 to 9, so by the time we drop her off and then get back home, Dad is standing behind the door. Hence why you can hear her tail belting off the wall and belting off the door. Yes, Mondays 8 p.m. British Summer Times, Friday summertime, not times, time, and a Friday at 11 a.m. British Summer Time. If you would like to join, private message the Arya Bark Instagram page, account, no page, it's an account, and we will add you to the Instagram group chat. Wow!
That's say pick your teeth in, but they're already in.
Chat. My teeth are already in. And we will give you the room details, room ID, and passcodes. Is there anything else? I'm hungry. I need to get dinner. Because Ryan will be leaving shortly.
I need to be lying down on my bed.
I think that is everything. I'm going to have to do more folks this week. We hope you have a very crafty week, and we will see you back here again next week. Bye.